Lambeau and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ready. Love going to throw right away. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They run it again with Chubb.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Nick Chubb, 40 yards.
And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running right on the option is Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. 2nd and 5. And Chubb try the middle here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2. Love with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Touchdown! Christian Watson. 32 yards. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. To about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Ready.
Now Love.
Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He finds his receiver, Watson. Down the left sideline. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA's.
Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Rashawn Gary, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Love. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. In motion, the tight end. On 1st and 10, Love. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this 1st half. And it's blocked. The Cardinals pick it up. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray, going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Nick Chubb, touchdown, Packers. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Murray's throw there, complete to Rodgers.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They're going option play on third down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
First down, Cardinals.
On first down, Bishop. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. No, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Butker on for the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Murray. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to...
And he loses the football a second time. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Now Murray throwing on second down. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cards get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
There he goes, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 191 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been... Murray fighting, lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Well, they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Pollard will take it up the gun, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Cardinals.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Escaping the pressure right. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Murray off play action. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Murray now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Robinson. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. It's now.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
No gain on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
1st down, Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now It's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.